Philadelphia just took their worst punch of the season, and it came from the Dallas Cowboys. The meltdowns weren't just happening on the field. It's in the locker room. Now it's the coaching staff. And now it's becoming the body language. Here comes the 8-3 Bears with Caleb Williams. They have a top 10 defense, and they have lots of momentum. Eagles don't fit what we just saw last Sunday. This could get ugly. We're breaking down what happened, what went wrong in Dallas, why Caleb Williams' presence is a new threat, and what does this next matchup mean for the rest of the season. I got the coldest panel in the game. You already know what to do. Cue music. Welcome to Style, where we give our epic perspective. Now let me introduce you to the coldest panel in the game.
What it do, MKH? What it do, MKH? What it do?
What up? What up? What up? Big week.
Big week. Short week. What's going on, Coach Twilight? What's going on, Coach Twilight in the building?
Man, what it do? All I can say.
All you can say. You know, we're going to have a lot to talk about on this one. A lot to talk about. But right now, we're at 458 subscribers. You know what the little goal is. But you know what the main thing is. And you know what the main thing is. Now, if you like that Philadelphia Eagle content and the NFL content with a little bit of that entertainment, you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button because it's only $3.99. Let's get right into it. Let's call it how it is. This wasn't a big game. It was a collapse. The offense stalled. The defense couldn't get off the field late in the second half. In the trenches, looked like we looked overwhelmed. Lane Johnson's injury definitely shifted the rhythm of this offense.
Absolutely.
And
the new additions.
I want to ask you this right now, MKH, and I want to ask you this same question, Coach Twilight. What was the moment where you knew the wheels were falling off? You ever meet that fan that just ride with QB1 through everything? It doesn't matter what the media says. They're committed. They're loyal. Rain, leaders, Snow, they already know. QB1, train to go. They're not worried about injuries or rumors. They pull up repping that number 1 on their chest every single week. If it sounds like you already know the move on rivalry week. This isn't just derby. It's a state. Gear up and show your colors. And check the description for the link.
I mean, for me, I didn't like that we gave up that touchdown there at the end before the half. Listen, I know that the Cowboys played well at home. I mean, Dak is undefeated since 2017 against division foes. He always played well against the Eagles. I mean, I knew something was wrong when, we was going all through the third quarter and we started, trending like we had for the other second halves of games, like we did against the Bucks, like we did against, with the exception of the Rams, like we did against Denver. So, that's when I started to get concerned. I was trying to tell my crew here, I'm like, man, I don't like the way this is trending. They stopping us. I'm like, we're making any adjustments. Hey, and hats off to that Dallas defense, right? They definitely stepped up. The new additions played well. They fought back 24 straight points. Hey, hats off to them.
Hats off to them. There's nothing you can say. Hats off to them. Twilight. I want to know your thoughts when it came into that second half. You're down 21-7. What's your thoughts?
Well, before I got up and came out of the church and gave my tithes and offering to the Lord, I went to pray. I said, Lord, if it could be any way that Dak can look good at this point in time, let him. But what I saw was the defense of the offensive line starting to crumble. When I saw him kick back and get bullied by a defensive end of Clowney, I said, when Clowney looks like an all-pro, something's about to erupt. And Clowney ain't looked like a pro in 6 years.
It definitely hasn't. Looked like a smoker.
I was
Yep. I said, is that Clowney? Lips all dark? Yeah.
Yeah, I said that.
He's running down everything, boy.
And then I saw when, and I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't think we were going to do anything because we didn't do what we were supposed to do. There was a lot of things that we had on miscues when we didn't run the ball, when we should have been running the ball and pounding the ball. But I said thank you to George Pickens, and I called Jerry myself after the game. I said, we need to go ahead and re-sign him, Jerry. He said, Coach Twilight, I think we're going to do that. So they're in negotiations now to get him re-signed. But it was
$100 million. I hope they give him.
It was the left tackle exposure and the running of the ball up the middle. And the key that really turned it around was the special teams fumble.
Oh, bro.
When he got bullied and still kept showing and got the fumble, I knew something was. I knew my offering was at work.
Yeah, his effort on that, because he got thrown to the ground, bounced up, ran down, and still made the play. Hey, that was a hell of a play by that guy, man. You're 100% right. And that guy who fumbled the ball, and literally, I'm gonna say that guy, didn't he get waived from the Jets for fumbling?
Yeah, he got waived from the Jets, and check it out. He had the ball. I'm just going to say it's roughly like 38 times, 12 times he fumbled.
Yeah, that's the problem. That sounds like Jaden Blue. That's the problem, man. Hey, Blue gave it up too, and no one even touched him.
I want you guys to tell me in comment. Tell me when did you see this collapse happening? When this collapse was happening? When did you think it was going to stop, or if you thought it was going to stop? I want you guys to comment below. I'm not putting this on Jalen Hurts because he had a phenomenal game.
He did. Outside of that sack he took.
The body language definitely matters. Decision-making definitely matters. The locker room is now frustrated, and now we're hearing more about it. It feels like Saquon is not Saquon. Because in this game, he ran for the following: 2 yards, -1, 2 yards, 7, 2, 1, 1, 5, 1, and 2.
Wow.
5 yards before contact. Here's what Saquon had to say. And QB1 had his back.
Defense is doing a really good job. I'm not playing well. Just gotta play better. That's really it. They did a really good job adjusting, and we just didn't make plays and 2 made mistakes, and especially that fumble. I lost us points there. Gotta be better with my ball security. Stuff like that kept popping up. I couldn't get the run game going, and that's really all it was. And they did. You got to give hats off to them.
Confidence in how Saquon will respond to whatever he holds himself accountable to. So, he's taking a bat for that, but that's not all him. There are a lot of opportunities in the game to not even be in that situation. So I can't put that on him. But as a competitor, I know how he is, I know where he is, and I know how he'll work.
Hit that like and subscribe button if you want more Philadelphia Eagles and NFL content. Every time you hit that like and subscribe button or you comment on one of these videos, you might get me or one of the coldest panel in the game comment on your comment. All you have to do is hit that like, subscribe button, and also comment below. Back to our show. MKH,
Yes, sir.
are these signs of deeper issues, or is this just a 1 week overreaction?
I mean, listen, this has been happening all year, right? The offense has been stagnant. We've been talking about this all year. I mean, the reality of the fact is that we scored 21 points. The problem is that we scored them in the first quarter, right? Because the game before that, we had mostly field goals with 16. And then Green Bay, we had what, 9 or 10 points or whatever we had. So, I mean, we scored more points in one quarter than we did in the last 2 games, damn near. So, I mean, this is what's been happening all year, right? I mean, hey, AJ Brown got his touches, but again, that offense is different. I think what we got to do is we got to talk about how the line is not the same, right? Dallas was feasting on the same. Cam Jurgens is not healthy. Landon Dickerson ain't healthy. Jordan Mailata has not been good this year. No Lane, you can tell, right? I mean, those holes aren't the same. The line ain't the same. I mean, hats off to Dallas. They got a better D line now. Absolutely. Right. Quentin Williams and and the other guy. But our line, which has been, our strong unit for so long now was, Stoutland University. I mean, man, it's showing a lot of cracks and it's showing.
Definitely is.
But the play calling don't help.
Definitely. I agree with everything you said. Everything you said is what I heard on the Thomas Mott show, and he was breaking down Kevin Patullo in the offense. I want you to listen to this.
Offense as a whole. Kevin Patullo calls the plays. Kevin Patullo builds the script. Kevin Patullo designs the routes. And week after week after week, these plays and these routes are as vanilla as possible in the worst situations ever. And Sunday has made it perfectly clear. When Philadelphia was on script early, they fire on all cylinders. He can script stuff early on, and yet as soon as Dallas adjusts, Kevin Patullo has zero answers. And once again, Philadelphia had, at one point, 27 yards on offense over the course of 16 straight plays. And if you want to comment, Thomas, Kevin Patullo, he's not creating all those penalties. He's not poorly blocking up front for Saquon Barkley. I don't disagree. I'm not saying it's all Kevin Patullo, but he's the offensive coordinator. And the offense starts somewhere, and the person designing the offense and making adjustments in-game starts with him. And it's been 11 weeks now. What more do you need to see before you finally go, yeah, maybe KP's got to go? If you don't believe me, listen to Landon Dickerson. He told the media after the game that Dallas showed a new defensive front look this week that they were not prepared for.
They gave us a defense that they rarely run, and yeah, we just didn't execute the game plan we had.
What was that defense?
Just 5 down fronts. It's not typically something they were running a whole lot, and turns out that was their flavor of the day.
So they started that way and then stayed that way. They didn't change. Okay, yeah. So that you guys were countering with that by throwing more to start the game.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And you just didn't adjust to it?
I mean, that's great. I don't come to route concepts and stuff, but they really didn't do a whole lot of extra different stuff.
And then they hang on because the defense always plays well. When you add the poor play calling, plus a rough second half on the defense, plus turnovers of your own, and 14 penalties, you're going to lose the game 99 times out of 100. But even despite all of that, back to Kevin Patullo, they had a 21-0 lead. 21-0. You're telling me that he could not simply scheme up enough plays, keep his foot on the gas, and eke out one more scoring drive, give him one more first down to bail out the defense? Nope. 21 in the first quarter, nothing the next 3.
Yeah.
If we want to
been able
shift,
to run.
if we really want to shift it back just a little bit, we're going to shift it back just a little bit one time to that game. What we haven't really mentioned yet was the 14 penalties.
Oof.
We haven't mentioned that on about roughly 5 or 6 of those penalties, we were having big chunk plays and they were getting called back. False starts by a wideout. We're going legal hands to the face by an offensive lineman. We're also going to look at illegal motion, not illegal motion, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Moving with the ball with Jurgens, that phantom call. Yeah, I'm not
Talk
sure
about
about
that.
how that worked out.
So those are little things that honestly we could have cleaned up real quickly. Yeah,
And the
I
turnover
think that
battle.
pass
I mean, we
interference. Yeah, that
turned
pass
it over.
interference with CD Lamb should have been called,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
it wasn't. But at the end of the day, 14 penalties. Let's be
That's uneagle-like.
real. Let's be honest. That's a little bit not the coach. That's a little bit on the players.
Oh, absolutely. They grown.
But
They getting paid.
But also at the end of the day, it's the scheme too. If you don't have the right scheme, the players are going to be off. So that a little bit does rely on the coach also.
Yeah.
We got a lot. We got a lot to go on. But then there's a setup architect. The person whose game day setup is cinematic. LED lights, Eagle memorabilia, the perfect angle. Watching a game is more than viewing. It's an experience. They don't just root for the birds. They build a sanctuary around them. No matter your fan style, the perfect Eagle gear is just a click away. With that being said, a lot of things need to be fixed on this offense. But there's a problem. Because when we pivot to Black Friday, the Bears that people were joking about at the beginning of the season are not a joke anymore.
Not at all.
Caleb Williams is playing efficient football. He's protecting the ball using his legs.
Yeah.
And he's giving the defense problems on broken plays.
Yeah. And
what is the biggest issue you think we're going to have with Chicago this week? Talk to me, Twilight.
Getting a hold of Caleb Williams. I've seen Caleb Williams when he was in high school. Mind you, he was at Gonzaga High School down in D.C. And, you know, old go Coach Twilight, he was down in the D.C. DMV area watching all these great plays. I'm going to say it now. Caleb has a strong arm, and your secondary is going to be very suspect to stop him and his accuracy. And if that line holds up like it's been holding up, he's going to sit in the pocket all day and play what's the word? It's like a Ginzu knife. He's going to slice it up, bro. I'm really worried about that secondary. Y'all, unless y'all get pressure on him and y'all D-backs know what to do, it's going to be real suspect to see another receiver getting over 100-some yards.
You see, my concern ain't too much on the defense, right? I mean, you know, yeah, we gave up 24 straight points, but man, I mean, the offense just keeps going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. All right. I mean, the defense didn't play great. I mean, Dak put up some numbers, but listen, Caleb Williams ain't Dak. They don't got CD Lamb. They don't got Pickens. You know, they run the ball a little bit too. You know, my concerns on offense. The Bears got an underrated offense. I mean, a defense. I'm sorry. So, you know, that's my concern is what we're going to do on offense, right? When is it going to click? When are we going to not be so predictable and vanilla? Why? And on 3rd and 2, are we dropping back to pass? Right?
Brother M, I'm going to be honest with you. You need to understand, AJ is taking that team. He's literally taking that team because he's being a silent killer. As I said last week, he is the death of the Eagles right now because he's wanting the ball, and y'all need to get back to the running the ball. When y'all won, y'all had that holes open. And I mean, I understand the line is a little weak, but still, most people know even if you try to run, it keeps the defense honest.
Keeps it honest. But I look at this game when it comes down to Chicago, the breakdown. The pocket discipline of Caleb Williams. If the defense can't generate pressure, Caleb Williams will be carving us up like Thanksgiving turkey. Number 2, Lane's absence. Lane's absence has now shown us that without him, our offense is off rhythm. And with this Bears defense, who knows? They could possibly do the same thing that the Cowboys did to us last week. Number 3, the Bears defense. They sell out early. If the Eagles can't establish the run, then it becomes Jalen Hurts against Caleb Williams. And Caleb Williams will be playing loose. I want you guys to tell me with that breakdown, do you feel that the Eagles have a shot at beating the Chicago Bears? You know I think so.
Oh,
I want
absolutely.
you guys to comment below. MKH, Twilight, I'm going to ask you this question. Does the Bears have the blueprint now after what happened in Dallas and now it's put on tape?
Again, this offense has been stagnant all year, so I don't think Dallas did anything remarkable. I mean, yeah, they played better, but I mean, there was the same defense we scored 21 quick points on too, right? We didn't make adjustments. We had a brand new offensive coordinator, and it's showing yet again, right? I'm not as concerned about defense. Yeah, I mean, they run the field a lot. They definitely gave it up, but here's the deal. And the Bears coach, I mean, he's a even more creative play caller. But again, it comes down to the offense. I'm not as worried about the defense. They kept us in the game. Offense couldn't even get a field goal. We score one more touchdown, we win that game.
I agree. Twilight.
Yeah, it's going to look bad again, I'm more of a defensive guy. If the defense can't get off the field, Caleb Williams is going to have a field day. I'm really concerned about your offensive line and running the ball. The two things y'all need to do is get off the field and run the ball. Keep Caleb Williams off the field and keep that momentum going for Jalen Hurts. I'm not a big Jalen Hurts fan, but I've seen him try to keep it disciplined and try to keep A.J. Brown happy. So the locker room is starting to get a little bit frustrated with that. And it's just, it doesn't look like the Eagles have a lot of camaraderie right now. You've got to fix internal before you even look at trying to win a game, bro.
They got to come together.
Yeah.
You got to come together is what Coach is saying. They got to come together at this point. I'm not really going to say I'm right. This ship has not fallen off.
No, not at all.
The crazy part is we're talking as if this team is 3-8.
Right.
They're 8-3. They're the defending Super Bowl champion. Relax.
Yo, not even that. Mike, they 8-3. We lose to Denver by 1 point, right? When we didn't have no offense in the second half. The Giants beat us on a short week. That's the team to beat us, right? I mean, Dallas, hats off to them. They play well, but we usually don't have 14 penalties. We also normally do not turn the ball over. I mean, Saquon hasn't fumbled since when? Right? He fumbles. Then that guy who I don't even know his name fumbles, right? Down there. Defense still hold him on fourth down. Like I said, I'm not so worried about that. Like, everybody wanted the panic button, right? And we've also had the toughest schedule. We ain't been playing the Jets. We haven't been playing, just anybody.
Yeah, we've been playing playoff teams. Like,
it
hasn't been just
talented teams. Dallas has an offense for sure.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, when we're looking at all of this that's going on with Philadelphia, again, we are 8-3 in the defending Super Bowl champions. I feel the reason why we're at this mode is because we've seen it before, and it wasn't too long ago. Yeah, that's why I feel Philly fans are in panic mode, and I don't blame us. I don't blame us one bit, because when it happened, we were like, holy, but now we're not there. Right now, let's just relax. We got these solutions. Check out what I feel our solution should be. Jalen Hurts is already playing very decisive. Nick Sirianni and the offensive staff need to stop coaching scared. Keep your foot on the gas. We need to reestablish the run early. Use tempo to calm this offense down. Bring the energy. And we need to eliminate the penalties. I think we do that and stick to what we've been doing. We will come out with a W. I want to ask you this right now, both of you. What is one thing that will determine the Chicago game?
Offensive line. Plain and simple. The offensive line play better. You know, we can play better.
What do you think, Twilight?
We'll go with my man. Offensive line and running the ball. Put that ball back in Saquon's hand and take it out of A.J. Brown. I know he wants to be the diva and get his touches, but
hey, one thing I liked is that they were passing him the ball. Saquon, right? Get him involved one way. Throw some more screens. Do something, right?
But establish an identity. Establish an offensive identity. That's all we need. And we keep saying this week by week. Oh, it's coming there. Oh, we're one block away. Oh, we're right there. We're in week 12. The excuses are about done. I even say it again with Kevin Patullo. Already. We've given him about 11, 12 weeks. If we haven't seen it upgraded, that's why I feel like the Philadelphia fan base is ready for him to go. But Nick Sirianni is not going to be changing the play caller anytime soon. Now we got predictions. Let's get right to it. Prediction. MKH, who you got?
Man, I mean, I know I was thinking earlier. I want to say I'm going to change my mind. I say 28-14 Bird Gang.
I like that. Coach, who you got?
35-27 Bears.
Sticking with mine. 24-20. Fly. Eagles fly. Here are the predictions. Here are the game picks. This matchup isn't about standings. It's about direction. The Eagles got punched in the mouth by Dallas. 8-3 Bears team. Do not fear the Eagles. If you rock with this breakdown, lock in and tap into the link below for all the Eagles content. And also click the link for the custom QB1 jersey and the Eagles LED lights. Now, if you got any questions, thoughts, or concerns, email us at @gmail.com. It's your boy, MKH. It's your boy, Coach Twilight. I'll have Daryl T and Mamba back here soon. But it's me. At these, I'm going to leave you with these 3 words. Now let's make it epic. Happy Thanksgiving from my family to yours.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Likewise.
Let's make this epic. If you like this episode, see what we thought about the frustration that was happening in the Novacare.